In this video, we have been given this equation x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2 equals to 36, and we shall have to find the values of x. Now the first thing we need to do is bring 36 to the left hand side. So we shall have x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2 minus 36 equaling to 0. Whenever you take a term to the opposite side, the sign changes. Therefore, 36 will become negative 36. And now what should we do at this point? We know that 36 can also be written as 27 plus 9. Therefore, 36 will be equal to, we know that 27 is the same as 3 raised to the power of 3, and 9 is the same as 3 raised to the power of 2. Therefore, what we shall do, we shall replace 36 in our equation with 3 to the power of 3 plus 3 to the power of 2. This will give us x to the power of 3 plus x raised to the power of 2 minus, this will be 3 to the power of 3 plus 3 raised to the power of 2 equaling to 0. And this will become x raised to the power of 3 plus x raised to the power of 2 minus, if we open the brackets, we shall have negative 3 raised to the power of 3 minus 3 raised to the power of 2 equaling to 0. And now at this point we can collect like terms. We shall put the terms with exponent 3 next to each other and also put the terms with exponent 2 next to each other. So we shall have x to the power of 3 minus 3 raised to the power of 3 and then plus x to the power of 2 minus 3 raised to the power of 2 equaling to 0. Now if you recall, whenever you have, let's say, a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b times a to the power of 2 plus ab and then plus b raised to the power of 2. And if you have, let's say, a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2, this can be written as difference of two squares. So this will give us a minus b times a plus b. Now in our case, a is equal to x and then b is equal to 3. So if we substitute in, first of all, let's start with the first part. We shall have x minus 3 into x to the power of 2 plus 3x and then plus negative 3 to the power of 2, which is positive 9. And then plus, for the second part, we shall have x minus 3 times x plus 3, and this will be equal to 0. And if you look closely, you will notice that x minus 3 is a common factor, so we can pull it out. This will give us x minus 3 into, for the first part, we shall remain with x to the power of 2 plus 3x and then plus 9, and for the second part, we shall remain with x plus 3, and this will be equal to 0. Therefore, we shall remain with x minus 3 times x to the power of 2 plus, now 3x plus x will give us 4x, and then 9 plus 3 will give us 12. So this will be 4x plus 12, and this will be equal to 0. And at this point, we can set both parts to be equal to 0. If we set x minus 3 to be equal to 0, if we take negative 3 to the right hand side, we shall have x equaling to positive 3, and that's our first value of x. And then if we set x to the power of 2 plus 4x and then plus 12 to be equal to 0, this is a quadratic equation. To solve it, we shall use the quadratic formula. X will be equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b to the power of 2 minus 4ac divided by 2a. In this case, a will be 1, b will be 4, and then c will be 12. Therefore, we shall have x equaling to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 to the power of 2 minus 4 times 1 and then times 12, and this will be divided by 2 times 1. So x will be equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 to the power of 2, which is 16, minus 4 times 12, which is 48, and this will be divided by 2. This will give us x equaling to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 48, which is negative 32, divided by 2. Now the square root of 32 can also be written as the square root of negative 1 times 32, which is also equal to the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 32. And from complex numbers, we know that the square root of negative 1 is equal to I, and also 32 is the same as 16 times 2. So this will give us I times the square root of 16 times 2. And 16 is the same as 4 to the power of 2. So we shall have I times the square root of 4 to the power of 2 times 2. This will give us I times the square root of 4 to the power of 2 times the square root of 2, which is equal to I times 4 times the square root of 2, which can also be written as 4 square root of 2 times I. Therefore, x will be equal to negative 4 plus or minus 4 times the square root of 2 times I divided by 2. This will give us x equaling to negative 2 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 2 times I. Therefore, the complex values of x, we have x2 equaling to negative 2 plus 2 times the square root of 2i, and x3 equaling to negative 2 minus 2 times the square root of 2i. So that's how you can solve such an equation. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.